So the reason why we created DiversAbilities actually is to close some gaps after some problems were identified. A problem identified is isolation. Usually people with disabilities are a bit isolated. They are not very engaged with their communities. They are not really communicating, or they don't have peer support or cultural support. The limitation would be just going with their support worker to some community gathering, and that's it. So maybe they will wait for a week until the support worker comes back to take them to community, and then they stay in isolation until the next shift also. Another problem is the source of information itself. How reliable are the information available out there on the internet? When you search the internet for services or providers, it's mostly commercial ads. When you look at some links, it will be for some paid application, for some paid services. So just like Facebook, it's full of incorrect information submitted or created by some non-expert people. So it's not very easy to find a reliable source of information. Documents, links, regulations. If I don't like my support worker, what are my rights? How can I just simply say, no, this is wrong and I want to change my support worker? Navigating online is overwhelming, definitely, especially for people with disabilities. Creating an online platform doesn't mean we are getting rid of this, because it is online. However, we are trying to make it as simple as it can be. Also, we will be conducting workshops to educate and to teach participants, their families and carers how to use the platform. Some examples of the problems that we just talked about. When we talk about services, like we heard it a lot, people say it's hard to find a provider that understands me, my culture, my gender preference. There is a problem here. This is an identified problem. NDIS services and other supports are confusing, as we said. So if you go now to search for a service, there is no single site provide all the services available for people with disabilities in a way that it's listed and well illustrated and have some information about the service itself. We'll show you how we presented each service, what does each service do, and what does it provide to the participants in an easy way. So they will understand, like, I am reading, oh yes, I might be eligible for this service is suitable for me. This is a solution for service searching problem. Peer support, there's very few peer support platforms out there that people with disabilities can talk to each other in a safe environment, in an anonymous way. They go on Facebook, they go on these social media platforms, but you don't know who you are talking to. If I'd like to talk to this person to share their experience with this particular OT, I can't find this on Facebook. So there is no real peer support in those types of social media platforms. Finally, the resources, as we said, so finding a reliable resource, a trusted one, is also problematic. Now, why DiversAbilities? Why we called it DiversAbilities? First of all, because of the domain availability. To be honest. No, but we tried hard. We tried hard because finding a meaningful name where it will give you, like, it will give like the message that what this platform is for people with different cultures, backgrounds, and it's for people with disabilities. How can you mix this? Finding the name, finding the domain, and finding free ASIC name. So we finally came to DiversAbilities with no E, because that is the one that was available. So it's a culturally and linguistically diverse for people of all abilities. We want to change this approach of saying people with disabilities. It's people with all abilities. We all have different abilities. We all have different needs. So this is what we are trying to achieve here. Of course, it's about equal access. There is no judgment, and it doesn't matter the language, the country, the race, the religion, gender. Everyone is welcome on the platform. It provides better accessibility for people with disabilities, especially from CALD communities, make the services easier to understand and find, create a space for safe and good environment for people to discuss and to have peer support, and empower people to take control. And when we say take control, it's taking control of what they need, which support worker I like, what is my right, How can I change? Like if something is not working well with me, if this worker is not culturally aware of my cultural needs, this is where we get people to use the platform for.